Welcome to Programming KT. I am explaining about one of the most important feature that was introduced in Java 8. So before Java 8, when we are working with time and date concepts, we can use date class, right? So that disadvantage with date class is it is not thread safe. So and moreover that date class have less number of operations. I mean inbuilt operations. Like if you want to find the duration between two dates, we need to write our own logic. So these are the some extra features that were introduced in Java 8, java.time API. So let me write an example for each one, then you can understand more. So let me start with first one, that is local date. So local date class is used to create the current date or specific date. So let me try to create current date by using local date. So local date is from java.time package dot now. So this is the syntax for to create current date. Now let me try to print it. So it is providing current date, right, by using now method. So next one will be if you want to create specific date. In that case we can use one of the method present inside local date class, that is of. So of is overloaded method. We have two overloaded methods. So first one we need to provide year, next one will be the month, next one will be the day of the month. If I can assign to this, and if I can print this, it will print specific date. So whatever I passed here, the date it will print here. So this is the one of the overloaded method. One more, I mean first overloaded method. Next one will be the we can pass. I mean month is enum, that also introduced in Java 8. So previously it will be 10, right? So October directly I can pass here. Now let me try to run. I got the same output. So month is a enum class. So all that contains month names. So next one will be the so if you the date exists in string format, if you want to parse it, one of the method present inside local date class, that is parse. So first I am trying to create one string date. So here I can provide some date in string date in string format. Now I am trying to parse it by using parse method. Parse string date. Now let me try to print that parsed date. So I got the, I mean previously it is in string format. Now by using parse method exists inside local date class. So I converted into local date object and I am trying to print here. So next one will be the so current date, specific date, parsing. So next I want to apply some utility methods present inside that local date. So if we observe here, it will be the current date, right? So if you want to add number of days, I mean from now to next n number of days, n number of years, n number of weeks, and n number of months, all operations we can apply. So if I can, so from now onwards, let me try to reuse this variable now dot plus. So these are the operations we can apply. So plus days. So I'm trying to apply 28 days from now. So if I can print that, let me try to print it. So plus 28 days, plus 28 days. Now let me try to. So this is the current date in first output. So from exactly if once I added 28 days, next one will be the third 14 2024. So this is the one of the utility method present inside local date. So plus days. Next you can apply same for plus months, plus weeks, plus years, same. So depending on your requirement, let me apply plus years. So plus years, if I can apply 28 years. So if we can observe here, if I can add 28 years from now, it will be 2052. So same day, I mean Feb, 15th. So these are the some utility plus days and plus years. So similarly you can use plus weeks, I mean plus months, like that. So this is about local date class. You can observe here, till now I handled only local date concept. So if you want to timestamp along with the date, in that case, before that I can show you one of the, I mean utility, I mean class that exists inside java.time, I mean package, local time. So how I can create current time? Local date is provide to current date, so local time is used to provide current time. Local time dot now, so it will provide current time. So exactly similar to local date only, but same operations are applicable depending on that feature. Here plus years, plus months, plus days, right? Here in time we have concept like plus minutes, hours, seconds. So let me show you that one as well. Time, I can rename it. Now I can print the time. So this is the current time. So for this current time, let me try to add plus, these are the, I mean operations available to that local date, I mean local time. So plus hours, plus minutes, plus seconds, nanoseconds. Let me try to apply plus minutes. If I can apply 50 minutes from current time. Now let me try to print it. So plus minutes. Now let me try to run. So if I can add 50 minutes, it moves to, I mean next hour, so 15:49. So this is the usage about, I mean plus, I mean these are some operations like plus minutes, plus hours, seconds, nanoseconds you can apply. So next one will be the, so first one will be the local date, handling with only date part. Second one will be the local time, handling with only time. Next one will be the local date time. So it will provide a timestamp along with date. Now let me try to create local date along with time dot now. Now let me try to, I can rename like local date time. Now let me try to print it, local date time. Now run it. So it is returning right along with the date and timestamp. So this is the usage about, I mean local date time. So same operations you can apply like plus months, plus year, plus week, plus days. So let me try to apply local date time dot plus. So here we have right years, week, seconds, nanoseconds, months. So let me apply months. I'm trying to apply 12 months. Now let me try to assign to a variable plus 12 months. Now let me try to print plus 12 months. So this is the, I mean current date. I am adding 12 months, it will move to 2025. So same you can apply hours, seconds, months, weeks, all operations you can apply. So now first I mean let me write example for previously, I mean parsing, right? Now apply for, if your date time also in string format we can parse it. So string date time in string format, like I'm trying to provide like, so along with timestamp, right? So I'm trying to provide some time like 10 40 some 25 seconds. Now I want to parse it by using local date. I mean some one of the method present inside local date time. So before that, first I can parse local date time dot parse start date time. Now I am trying to assign. So I got that right. I mean date. I mean time along with previously it is in string format. So I converted that date into local date time. I mean string to local date time object. I am trying to print it. So this is the one of the utility method to convert string to local date time. So next one will be the I want to show like parse the date in required format. So let me show you for that local date. So anyway you can apply for time also, but let me show you. Once I apply, I mean I will show you date local date, you can apply for local date time also. So first time try. So here I have date in this format, right? So I want to parse that date in like. So first I need to create date time formatter dot of pattern. So here I can provide so date, month name, and year I am trying to expect. So this format I am trying to expect from date. So for this date local date I can convert format of local date. Now let me try to print it. Format. Now run it. Observe the date. So here if we can observe, right? So day, month name, year. So depending on our requirement we can convert that year, I mean format. So here now I can replace like this format MMY. So this is also one of the different format. So number of date patterns are there, you can apply on your own. So now I covered local date, local time, local date time. So next one will be the duration and period. So duration is used to, I mean duration is used to calculate time based amount of time. Period is used to, I mean calculate days based amount of time, I mean dates based amount of time. So let me write an example for duration. So before that, so first I will apply period, next to duration. So period is calculating, I mean to calculate the days between, I mean two provided dates. So let me try to create two dates, local date dot of. So here I am trying to provide some random year and month. So I'm using April 10th. So this is the from date. Next date will I am trying to copy it. One more date, that is 2. So here I can replace 1987 and November, and date also day of the month is I'm trying to change. Now I want to calculate I mean between how many days are there. So between these two dates 1988 to 1987. Now let me try to apply period here. Dot between. So between is the method that exists inside period class. So start inclusive and exclusive. So both are local date. So from it is id is automatically picking it. Now let me try to print that result. So I can print that. Now let me try to run it. So we need to, I mean, parse it from that variable, period variable. So here I can period to represent understanding format. We can parse it like dot get years. Next one will be the dot get months. Next one will be the days. Dot get days. So now if I can run it, I mean run this, it will provide, I mean it is giving some negative format. So from date, so from date must be, I mean greater than to date, right? So here it is the example. If I can, instead of in 9, so now I got the I mean duration between, I mean how many days, 1 year 7 month 18 days between 1988 to 89. These are the, I mean difference between two dates. So to calculate days, I mean I can write here, then you can understand more. Years, months, finally I can write days. Now I can run. So 1 year 7 months 18 days. So if I can right now run, so 8 years 7 months 18 days. So period is used to calculate days between two, I mean two provided dates. So duration is used to calculate time. So let me write example for duration. For this, trying to create local date time dot now. I'm trying to assign. So from local date time, next one will be the, I can copy. So to local date time, or else I can provide same like off only. So we need to provide some everything, right? Like extra parameters like year. Here I'm trying to provide 1910, month, day of the month, hours and minutes. So this is the from date. Same, I mean to date. Can apply from date as well. So here I can provide some 19. So from date is always smaller to date. And next one will be, I'm trying to provide some month is 12, date also 12, time I want to provide like 11, and minutes also 54. Now we need to calculate the duration between these two dates. Like I can apply du duration dot, one of the method present inside between. So start inclusive and exclusive, both are temporal time. So from date unto date, from date and time to date and time. Now I need to print that result. So between dot to how many hours are there. So I am trying to calculate. So anyway, we have all operations that exist in local date itself, but some operations does not exist. I mean hours and minutes that does not exist here, right? I mean period. So all that exist inside mean duration. So hours. So here I am ignoring date, I mean years and months. Only I am trying to apply. So if you want, you can apply. So between, or else this variable name I can rename it some meaningful name, duration hours minutes minutes. Next one will be seconds. If you want, you can apply. I am trying to ignore here. So these many are the hours. So these many are the minutes. So between these two dates, this many are the hours, this many are the minutes. So this is the concept about duration and period. So these are the concepts. I mean still some more concepts are there. I mean along inside. I mean exist in local date, time and period. So once you have idea on that, you can see the documentation on Oracle. Then you can learn on your own. So if you learn something new from this video, I mean about date Java time API, hit on like button and subscribe Programming KT. Thanks for watching.